So good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. So today we will have Zeng as our speaker, and today's Zeng topic will be what kind of leaders is considered enlightened from Dao De Jing. This is a timeless ancient Chinese text. So without further ado, let's put our hands together and welcome Zeng. Okay. So now. We will start. We will hand the time over to Zeng. So we will start now.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining, and thank you for listening to my talk. So the talk will covers two areas. One is enlightened leaders, according to Lao Tzu, who is the author of this book, and I will describe different kinds of leaders and their superiority. So first, just some background context for easy to understand. What is Dao De Jing's book? What is it about, and what is the key method of this book? So this is an ancient Chinese text around 2,500 years ago. It teaches how to live our life, be it in a business, work, family, or politics. The method that used in this book is you take the nature as a teacher. That's the main method. It has a lot of deep meaning and some even counterintuitive. So you notice yourself when you disagree because it is not common sense. And why I think this is the correct way of maybe learning or philosophy, because human is part of the nature, right? And so our life is governed by the law of nature as well, because we are in nature. Yeah. So next, we'll discuss about one aspect of this book is called enlightened leaders, so-called. There are total 81 chapters of this book. Each chapter is like a poem, 5 to 7 sentences. So I take one chapter, is called chapter 17. So I read the chapter first. With the greatest leader above them, people barely know one exists. Next come one whom they love and praise. So at the same time, you can see here as well, a number one means barely exists. So the second, next comes one whom they love and praise. Next comes one whom they fear. Next comes one whom they despise and defy. When a leader trusts no one trusts him. The great leaders speak leaders. He never speaks carelessly. He works without self-interest and leaves no trace. When all is finished, the people say, "We did it ourselves." So that's the finish of the text. So I will analyze it in three ways. First is what is the meaning of this. Second is why is it so, and third is how can we apply it. So first, what does it mean? This chapter is about leadership, the highest level of leadership. So as you can see here, rank of the leaders, I would say number one is like so-called servant leader. Number two is charismatic leader. Number three is authoritarian, and number four is like forceful, right? So first, number one, the highest level is the one that nobody notices. He works behind the scene. In a today context, you may hear a lot is like similar to servant leaders. He puts other people's interests first before his own interest. He's not asking for recognition because he's not visible. People rarely know him. That's why Lao Tzu called like he doesn't really exist. The second level of leadership is the one that people love and recognize. Usually, this is the positional leaders who have official designation like manager, director, parents, president, etc. CEO, right? Example, I give example like parents. Parent is a leader and is a like your position, right? So children are grateful to their parents for bringing them up. They recognize the contribution of the parents because they see it. That's why we celebrate Mother Day, Father Day, because we see it. So that's why Lao Tzu call it admire or love, because the one who follow know it. The third level leader is the one that creates fear. People follow him because of the fear. If they don't follow, there will be consequences. For example, at workplace, managers and subordinates, the manager demands the subordinates to listen to him. If not, he will punish by maybe demotion, no bonus, bad appraiser, or even fire the subordinates. So this creates a fear in the subordinates, and they are like, kind of forced to follow. They dare not give their own opinion because they are afraid of upsetting the boss. And example number two. So who is a parent? Please raise your hand. Okay. Thank you. In family context, there are parents who are fierce. They scold, spank, or punish their children. They demand the children to listen to them no matter what because they are adults. Because I say so. The children are fearful and scared. Therefore, they follow the parents' instructions many times blindly. The lowest level is the worst, number four. This type of leaders not only creates fear in the followers, but they treat the followers very badly. For example, like again in family context, children of this kind of parents are not only fearful of their parents, they hate the parents. When the parents are not around, the children deliberately make troubles. They don't do homework, they cheat, they rebel. They do the opposite to what the parents say. Some even leave home. Right? So that is a four level of the leadership. So why is it so? The level 4 is clearly the worst. Level 2 is better than level 3, and level 3 is better than level 4. I think it's quite easy to understand. The question is, why is the first level the highest one? Why is invisible leader is the highest level? Actually, I think intuitively we know the reason. Let's imagine we have two leaders, and the task is completing a project. Case one, the leader is very competent. He knows inside out of the business. He strategizes. He tells us what to do. Because of his guidance, the management and execution, the business is doing well and makes lots of profit. Right? Case number two, the leader is humble and does not want to be praised. He supports the staff. When the staff make mistakes or the projects have unfinished tasks by the staff, he silently get the resources to cover it. But he doesn't tell the people that he did it. He doesn't take credit. He doesn't trust. He trusts his staff. He rarely checks the work of the staff. He doesn't look over the shoulder of the subordinates. He gives maximum trust and freedom for the staff to decide how they want to do the work. When the work is finished, people are so happy and said, "I did it! Yay!" Yeah. Do you think which leader you prefer to have? Actually, the case one is the leader number two. Number two, yes. Do you think which leader is having more inner and long-lasting joy? The real reason that the servant leader is highest is he doesn't care about himself, and he cares for other people. People are so grateful to him. In business context, employees, clients, suppliers are so grateful to this kind of leader. Think of the leaders whose names and works are still living with us, although their physical bodies are already gone. Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, Buddha, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. Do we admire them because they demand us to admire them, or do we choose to admire them? Do we admire them because of what they do for their reputation, for their well-being, or we admire them because what they do for other people and for the humanity? In another chapter of the book, Lao Tzu said, "The one who doesn't claim credit and is not selfish lives long or even live forever." It means that because a person doesn't claim the work and doesn't work for his benefits, he actually is a great and be admired by people. He doesn't claim for credit, but he actually receives a lot of credit. So how could we apply? Apply at work, in business, at home, with children. Do everything with intention for others in mind, not ourselves. Forget ourselves entirely. Don't claim for credit. Encourage and support all people we live. Stay silent at the background. So in conclusion, let's work toward the highest level of leader. Do not think of personal reward and gain. If you do practice this kind of leadership, the reward is actually
Eight
immense in the
minutes.
end. You will be immortal like those people. So that's the end of my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Zeng. And let's give Zeng a round of applause. Okay. So since Zeng is touching on leadership, I would also like to, at this point of time, first recognize Zeng for his effort. Because of him starting this learning by saying, and is growing bigger and bigger, the group. And a lot of time he's working behind the scene. He's doing a lot of all those administrative work, setting up a system, improving it time and time again, recruiting people. A lot of all this hard work, and this program can keep going is very largely is due to the participant, and also the soul behind this program is Zeng. For this, can we also give Zeng one more round of applause? Okay, thank you, Zeng. And then now we open up the time for questions. So anybody on the floor would like to ask Zeng any questions? Okay, maybe I would like to ask Zeng a question. Actually,
Yeah.
I've seen just now Zeng was saying that fear and the number 3 and number 4. I have a little question about this number 3 and 4, because when he was saying despise and defy, right, about the kids, and then I can see that there's some similarities between the number 3, which
Yeah.
yeah, the people are living in fear of the manager, but now the context is number 4 is going into family. So are they, what is the distinction between the fear, and the distinction between fear and the number 4, which is despise? Is there any more clearer or in-depth distinction between the two of them? Can you maybe give us an example on this?
Yeah. So the example is you are right. The last one is like the extreme. It's also you can think of like dictator. You know, those who doesn't care at all. You know, torture people. You know, whoever oppose. You know, you imprison them. You know, it's the extreme. Like I don't care at all. But the fear is lighter one. The fear is that you fear of the father. The father maybe sometimes you scold or raise your voice. You fear, right? But you don't hate. You still respect, but maybe you fear, right? It's a fear, yeah. But the last one is like, I really hate you, you know, this kind of thing. But because you are the authority, so I cannot do anything. But whenever I'm not around, I will do anything to oppose you, or even like a revolution, like overthrow the government, overthrow the dictator. Yeah, so that is the worst one. So those one, like you cannot get people follow you, but you use the iron fist, those kind. Yeah, so it's very extreme. The last one, the worst case. Yes, yes. So
Th-
that I hope is getting clearer.
Thank you, Zeng. It's very clear. I got a distinction from it. Okay, so any more question for Zeng? To the floor.
You can unmute. I think they unmute. Do they know they unmute?
Yeah, you can unmute yourself if you have a question. There's on top of your screen, right? There's a microphone, and you point to the microphone. You can unmute it.
Or you can also give your comment or remarks or anything you relate, or
Yes.
you don't agree or something like that. Anything.
Or you can add on. Yeah, you
Yes.
can add on as well. Or
Yeah.
or you can give account on daily happenings in your workplace that you encounter these 4 kind of leadership.
They are all mute. I don't know if they want to talk.
Okay, you can unmute yourself. Shirley, come.
Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, I think. Series of four. By the way, I learned this card from Alex Mendoza.
Ah,
Yeah.
Shirley is saying something. Before you say something, right, Shirley, you have to unmute yourself. Use your mouse, run over your screen, and then you can see there's a mic appearing on top of your screen, and then you press on the mic to unmute it. Yeah, can you try?
Looks like she. But did she mute herself or?
I help her mute.
Oh, can I think maybe you can unmute her, right?
I
Since
can't unmute her. It's
oh,
a gray in color.
oh
She
yeah.
can unmute herself. Vincent, how about you? Or
Three.
Okay. I
ah,
can.
Okay.
okay, it's
Awesome.
working. It's working. Very good.
I
Come on,
think it's
Vince.
Shirley need. She using a phone, right? She using a phone. Have to press it back so she can unmute herself.
Oh, how do you do it? Let's learn something new here.
Your phone you have to press back button or something like that. Then you have to go in again. They
Oh,
have
that means go out and come in.
no.
There's a back arrow.
Yes. You just press your screen,
Yes.
your phone there. You
Yes.
press off your camera,
Yes.
your camera on you, right? You just press it, then you press it on your side. Then they have a hangout, uh,
Yes.
hang out the phone or the mute button there, the mic button. Did you find it?
Or you can also type it in the WhatsApp.
Okay. I will show you
Okay.
at the website. There are better.
No. I mean, Shirley, if she has any question, Shirley can type in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I will read it out. Shirley, I wait for your question.
So in the meantime, maybe Vincent and Sri, if you have any comment or question, okay?
Okay. Okay, Vincent, go ahead.
Oh no, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi Zung, sorry
Yes.
I joined a bit
It's
late,
okay.
but I saw you were talking about 4 types of leaderships, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The one where they exist, admire, and then they have fear and despise or defy.
Yes.
So I don't know whether you talked about it, which is the type of leader we should aspire to be?
The number one,
the number one.
the one who seems that doesn't exist.
Okay. He just
Cross.
moves the crowd and gets them all in the right direction, but
he is behind. He is behind the scene.
right, he's behind the scene and he moves, like they move the crowd. They're able to inspire a lot of people to go forward, right? Like
and he doesn't claim. He doesn't go after he helped people. He doesn't come forward and said, "Hey, look, I'm so good. I'm because of me.
Right.
This kind. Yeah."
Right.
So that's why people don't know. And the system still run, like in business.
Yep.
If the business is running very well,
I think in today's world very difficult now because people want to claim even though they don't do anything.
Exactly. That's why it's number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Either
most
they
people
drive,
are 2 and 3.
people follow you out of fear, or they just are madly with no reason. They just want to follow you.
Yeah.
Right. That's what 2 and 3 mean, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, in saying that, Zeng, I would like to find out from you if you do have any ways or any methods to keep track if we want to inspire to become number 2, number 1, or even better or better leaders. So how do we? Is there a way somehow we can keep track of our attitude or our doings or being so that we know that we are getting better, or what should we do in order to become a better leader? What do we have in mind in order to become a better leader? How do we achieve that?
So the key word is ego. So as long as no ego or less ego, then it will be automatically, because without ego or less ego, whatever we do is actually for others already. And when we do for others, we never claim anymore, right? Because when claiming, it means ego. So that's the main thing. Like if you want for children, you do it for them. You don't say, hey, say I thank you, Papa, or say I love you, Papa, or something like that. It's up to them. They say that. Not because I want to show my friends that I'm a good father or I'm a good mother. Right? Yeah. So to the ego, because if I want to show my friends how I'm a good father, it means it's for my ego, not for the children benefits. Right? Yeah. So I think the keyword is the ego.
Oh, thank you, Zeng. This one is the answer. Ego. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Thank you so much. Wow, this is a great lesson, man.
It's like he hit the nail on the head.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Okay, is there any more questions, Shirley? Do you have any more questions?
I think Shirley cannot unmute herself.
Okay.
Chili type it, chicken, unmute. Yeah.
You
Okay.
just press on the screen, Shirley. Press on the screen. There's the camera here. The screen there. Then they have show up the mic, the hang up button, and the camera. Oh,
Totally gone. Okay, it's okay. So
Anyway,
if Shirley has got any more question, I will encourage her to write it out later, maybe in the WhatsApp. And for today's session, thank you so much for your participation, and thank you, Zeng, for your sharing. And can we give Zeng another round of applause and we close the session? Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
see
you
you
guys.
guys. Have a
Good
nice
night.
evening.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.